Jeff Loveness is fired from Kang Dynasty. Now, if you don't know who Jeff Loveness was, he was the writer for Ant-Man Quantumania. He was going to be writing both Avengers movies, him and Michael Waldron. So, Jeff Loveness's plan for Avengers the Kang Dynasty was reportedly to gather all leads of the multiverse saga except Thor to fight against Kang variants on Earth. The film would have felt relatively grounded and not involve many multiversal elements. Okay, so that was Jeff Loveness's apparent plot for Avengers King Dynasty, and so he is fired and he is gone. And apparently, most of the reason why he was gone is because of Ant-Man Quantum Mania. And the rumor that has been going around is that Michael Waldron, the guy who wrote for Loki, is most likely going to be the guy to write for the movie. Now, I just want to say this. I think that no one's going to write Kang better than Jeff Loveness. And I'm going to be honest, as much as I can't stand Jeff Loveness, the way that he wrote Kang was also amazing. But the second best guy you need to write Kang is Michael Waldron, because he wrote Kang in the Loki show. So I think that this is a great decision. Plus, also, I'm not the biggest fan of leaving Thor out of Avengers King Dynasty, because you're trying to copy what they did in freaking Infinity War, where you kind of leave Thor away from the Avengers until the end. And I really don't like that, because at the end of the day, right now, the roster isn't powerful, and you need every power player to make things work. So you need Doctor Strange, you need Captain Marvel, you need Scarlet Witch, you need Thor. Those are your most powerful people, and if we're getting Rune King Thor, like they're saying, he's going to be needed in this battle against the Kings. But I do have some Kang news about a couple of things. First thing is this, and because I will let you go. First thing is, with Kang the Conqueror, they are searching for a recast for Kang, and apparently in the next few months we will get an answer to who that is. But the second thing is that they are considering not of making the enemy not all Kang variants, but taking villains from using some of the villains from the past Marvel films to join Kang as like his multiversal villain team. So I heard that idea is being shopped around, and I think that's more because of fear of what happened with Jonathan Majors and kind of him maybe like ruining the whole ship. I think that's more out of that fear. But so yeah, those are the things that are going on. So Kamikaze, how do you feel about all that?
To do Thor properly, and they'll never do it, but they should make the next Thor movie a Savage Thor in an R-rated movie. They need to bring Thor and R-rated. Make him so hard ass. Yeah,
it don't gotta be R-rated.
No, but you get what I'm saying. And well, if it doesn't have to be R-rated, then they can pull it off. They'll never.
You're talking like a John Wick style, like you're like talking like John Wick type.
Yeah. The reason they need to make Thor so savage is they need him to redeem himself from Taika Waititi's Thor: Love and Thunder, which is, I was going to say by far the worst MCU movie, but it's not by far. It is the worst MCU movie, but the Marvels is very close. That
would be bad.
And the other thing, though, when I was looking at the docket and the Kang piece, here's the thing. They're saying now that Kang is going to return, but we won't hear casting news for a long time. Which to me, this is my perspective on that piece, is that great. We all want Kang to come back. Well, not everyone does, but here we do. But the thing is they're not going to announce the recast for a while, which is annoying. I know everyone wants to hear who the new Kang's going to be, but it's also smart just because it's 2024. Everyone gets offended by absolutely everything. And if they said tomorrow that so-and-so is playing Kang, there's going to be a bunch of people online that are going to have an issue that Marvel recast it so quickly. So I think
he's getting announced with the Fantastic Four. I think he's getting. I think we're getting this recast early because they have to. I mean, Kang is technically the center of this universe.
Right.
Yeah. So, bro, honestly, I think this recast is going to happen early. But by the way, I do think firing Jeff Loveness was the right thing to do. I mean, look, at at the end of the day, they were only hired because Kevin Feige loved Rick and Morty. That's the only reason why Loveness and Waldron were hired. That's the only reason why. So, and
Waldron has been successful. Waldron's projects have been successful. But
yes,
listen, I liked Quantumania, but most people didn't. And the fact is, a lot of people look at it as the worst MCU movie. And you can't keep a writer on for the biggest Avengers movies if he delivered what most people consider to be the worst MCU movie. Yeah. Period. And done with.
Yes. And I also think that there's a reason why they took the Shang-Chi director off of it, even though I felt like he was like one of the best people to direct the film. I think the Russos are coming back, man. I'm not going to hold you. I really do, because if there's no reason why you take off the one of the best directors that you have if you're bringing back another powerhouse. So I think there's something really special going on. But for all of the people that complain about Marvel and their creative stuff, they're making changes, and so I can't complain that they're making changes. I am happy that they're trying to fix what is going on, because we weren't happy, and they're making these changes, so I can't really complain.